Hello everyone, Foxx Hills here. I'd like to thank Innova and the Disc Golf Center for having us back to part 2 of the mini show.
Yep.
I've got my partner in crime, Michelle Jones, here with me.
Hello, everybody. We got a pretty tight race here in this final round. Austin Gaither and Ed Faulkner are both at 5 down. Doug Lee's right behind them at 4, and Chris and Jason are still close behind.
Alright, we're going to start off on hole 10. It's 232 feet. Ed Faulkner is going to try to lace this little tunnel with the backhand here.
Oh, this looks good.
Yeah, it's a nice little shot to keep it low and grind it up there, because once you get it up high and highs are off to either side, it gets pretty treacherous.
It is so hard. This little tunnel hole gets me every time. I do that.
Yeah, that's a very common thing right there.
That was gonna be good.
I like to throw a Mako and just throw it straight down the middle and let it just grind up there a little bit. That hazard out is going to be tough because there's those little guardian trees right around the basket, so even inside the circle from a couple different angles, it's definitely a tough putt. Whoa, that one looked good. Just caught the last, next to last tree. Look at that Team Par On shirt popping out at you right there.
Yeah, Chris Carrasco about to throw one down here. I don't see a lot of forehands on this hole, really.
Now we got a little skip, hazard, but oh, and a nice little roll. That's a bonus, so he'll have a little bit of a look, I think. Seems we have to do a little poking around the tree there.
A little stretcheroo.
Yeah, a little stretcheroo, straddleroo or something. Austin's up first from about 40. Got that ting. Doug Lee gave it a nice little anti-run. That was a bonus tree hit there after the basket for sure.
Yeah, I think that saved him a few feet.
Oh man, everybody's tinging that pole. Got to ting that basket. Got to ting that pole about 3 feet higher, guys.
Oh, that was tough.
Yeah, that was tough. He really had that tree in his way a lot more than the camera angle showed there.
Ed with the birdie putt.
Ed just tossing it in there, no biggie. Nice bird. Yep, looks like everybody else is going to have to settle for the pars.
Yep.
I'd like to thank Thomas Eden for helping us out with the camera this last weekend at Jacksonville. That was cool. There you go. Ed wins the hole. Got a stroke on everybody. Yep. This one's 292. It's straight out the tunnel and then a little right. Couple of plateaus you got to work with.
Oh, caught a little tree.
Yeah, he got out though, so at least he'll have a decent upshot. Austin's going to go with forehand here. I definitely generally try to do this on this location. Got out, but he just caught a little something right on the way out of the mouth of it there, I think, and knocked down his
Might be a par.
power. So, yeah, he said he's hoping for a par. Can get a little tricky there the way this basket is located on the side of those plateaus. Doug Lee wound up sort of in the middle with a little almost pitch out looking shot.
Yeah, looks like he's going to have a low ceiling to deal with there.
Yeah, that's the thing too. That basket is basically right behind that other tree, so gets a little tricky around the green.
Oh, darn it. That's not the sound you want to hear.
No. See if Chris can get one out here. I think he's going to go forehand. Unless you have some really flippy shot to throw out there. I mean,
no.
forehand's the way to go.
I think he finger lingered that a little bit.
Yeah, got the old dew claw on it. I've been saving the Duclaw one for a while. I feel like Charlie Boris. I owe him for that one.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Jason with a really nice escape there, man. That was rough. He caught some stuff on the way out, but powered through, so he's still gonna have to make a putt. Ed with the patent pending reverse backwards Annie around a bunch of stuff shot here.
Alright.
Yeah, still got to make a putt as well, but he's got one, so. Yeah, I think Chris was definitely would like to have that one back and throw it about a foot higher.
Yeah.
You can see that run. That's Death Putt City, but
Ooh,
Doug don't care. He's giving it a run, so that was nice. Though he didn't go too far, so he's no worries. Just a little light.
oh, the elevation change on this basket can make it a little tricky.
Absolutely. Beautiful hole, though. I love this location.
Yeah, it's a beautiful park. Great course.
For Ed's par save. Tosses it right in, no problem.
Chris will have to settle for his bogey.
That's hole one in the backdrop for the folks that don't know the course. So that's where you sort of come out and meet and back up with the hole one. The course is sort of formed like a figure eight, I guess. That's going to put Ed on the top there.
Yeah.
Keep him on the top.
Right. He's playing well.
You can see this hole is a gauntlet, man. It's 350, and these trees have grown up a little bit lately, but still super low ceiling. So you got to commit like Ed did there to a low, beautiful shot like that. Very nicely done.
Yeah, you can't really do that a lot better.
No, that's pretty
That's
good
really
right there.
Good.
Or some people will go over the top, sort of riding the path there with a big Annie shot. I think all these guys are going to go down the middle. Yeah, just got a few things in that last big maple. I think leaf just slammed it down to the ground.
Slammed it.
Slammed it. Doug needs to get that one. Yeah, he needs that one to flip a little bit. Caught some stuff and caught some long grass, and hey, man, that's not too bad.
He's still in bounds. He's good.
Got a look actually.
Yeah.
You can see it. Wow, Jason caught the first available little branch and about the fourth available tree, so.
Well, it kept moving forward, but it
yeah.
did not go out of bounds, so.
That's a plus.
Have to have a great up shot.
There you go. Chris went over the top. Big fat flick over the top, and he crashed down right on the edge of those big cedar trees. So I think he's got to reach in there with his foot, sort of straddle out.
Oh, nice.
Jason got that last little tree there, but he's still in a great upshot. Oh man, what a good run!
This whole round has been so close like that.
It's really a solid putt. Doug Lee had that elevation to deal with, so he kind of had wound up with that one a little low. Hit another toss in.
Ed Faulkner, ladies and gentlemen, local Chain Hawk member, killing it.
I think the guys were messing with Chris a little bit there because he wanted to putt out, so that was pretty fun. Doug with a nice little par putt. All right, we're gonna move around the corner to 12's brother 13 here.
All right.
I put Ed right up there at 7. Looking good.
At Disc Golf Center, we strive to provide the best customer service and value. With our live inventory of over 20,000 discs, we have the widest selection and the best prices. Check out discgolfcenter.com to see what we have to offer, including free shipping within the United States on all orders over $12 and a customer rewards program that gets better over time. Visit discgolfcenter.com, the world's largest disc golf store.
All right, we are at hole 13, and Ed's going to get us going on this one. It's 345.
Another tricky hole. You got to stay low because all the trees, and but you got the hill to deal with.
You get
It's
the
so
little hill, the
tricky.
little low B to deal with there, and then you got the cedars still on the right. So it's basically a twin of 12. It's a little bit different tree formation. How one got down there?
No stay. Oh no.
Just got down a little too stable. He'll have a chance to save par there, though. He can make that putt from there. Doug pulled that one a little wide, and he's not going to be able to pull out of those cedars. They don't play that.
No, it doesn't work real well.
No. You get in there, and you're done. Jason kept that one a little too low. He's going to wind up in the middle with a decent upshot, but a little more safe than he wanted, probably.
Oh goodness.
Chris gave it a good rip, but yeah, he caught that second tree and knocked him straight down at least, and he's going to have a look at the basket, so he's got a decent upshot here. I'm just stabled up a little quick on him there, so he's going to have to make a little par save. It's about the circle's edge, maybe a little inside. Oh, Ed pulled that one a little bit. He's still going to be outside the circle.
Pitch it on up there.
Yeah, you can hear that wind really starting to kick up, man. So that's going to make Ed's par save even rougher. Good bid, though. Doug with a little jumper from about 40, and yeah, he just dropped that one a little bit. This could be for Austin's par save. Got a little straddle at about 30. Yep, he just dropped that one a little bit too.
Ooh, this ended up no good.
Yeah, got a little
Got out.
crushed out of there. So these two relatively short holes are really tough. Tough to get a 3 on, you know?
And the wind was kicking up like crazy and all wishy-washy all over the place.
Yeah, it was definitely fluttering around in all different directions for sure.
Wishy-washy? I'm not sure.
I
if
don't
wind is
think
wishy-washy.
either one of those are proper terms, but we're just gonna
We'll move forward,
move on.
just go
Let's just
on.
move on.
All right, thanks.
Ed's gonna take bogey on that one. I don't remember him even getting a bogey on this one yet, so I'd say that might be a second bogey, but yeah, that's all right. He's still got the lead by 2. I'm about to make that our new theme music. So jiggy.
I really like that song.
Alright, Ed still got the pad on 14, 243. Looks like he held on the mountain a little bit more ante than he wanted and plopped her down about halfway. So he's gonna have a tricky little upshot to stay in bounds there. It's gonna be a little tricky, so see if Austin can get something going. That's about exactly what you want right there.
Go, go, go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's the money shot right there. That was a great shot. Doug's gonna see if he can do the same.
Oh, fingerlinger.
Yeah.
It went down.
I think he may have made it through the fenced-in area and the fence there, but I'm not sure. And Jason just got on a little weak. He had a good line, but he just needed to hang on to it for a tiny bit longer and just throw a little bit harder, and that would have been parked. Again, this is a tough little hole, this little uphill bump right here. It makes you think, and that stupid chained in area right there, chain link area, it makes you think. And then you've got the clay retention area, and you got the OB and everything. This hole has got a ton of stuff going on for a little bitty hole.
That was a good upshot there.
That was a great upshot. That one needs to get down. Alright, he's fine.
That OB is awfully close right there.
It's
sketchy.
right there. Really makes this hole in that location. It really makes it.
Get it.
Nice run, Doug. Jason looks like he's sizing this one up, giving it a little bit of a bid. Yep, he gave it a run. Nice cleanup. Ed from about the same distance with his par, so that's good putts. Looks like Austin's going to get a couple strokes here. It's his first birdie of the round. He's pretty stoked about it. Not exactly what you want to be your first birdie on hole 14 here.
Oh, they're such a fun card.
Yeah,
so
man.
much fun.
Put him back in a tie, though, man. So that's good stuff. Got a nice little battle going. Austin takes the pad on 15. It's 450. This is about the beefiest hole. This and hole 5 are the big boys at this course.
Shot.
Yeah, that was a good shot. You probably got about 350 or a little more out of it. It looks like he's got that one down a little lower than he would like. Turned over a little more, but made it past those trees, so he's going to have a decent look at the up shot.
Baby.
Doug's got that one turned over looking pretty good if he can just get around that last tree there. I think he caught a little lower limb and got knocked down, but he's on the other side of it, so he'll have a fairly clean look.
Oh, that looks good.
It does look good. Just turn it over a little extra, and it's a red disc, so you can't see it, but it's there. You can hear it hitting through the trees. I gotta tell you, the red disc is an Invisidisc. Just going up kind of high, turned over, but it didn't turn over enough and hold it, so he's going to wind up with a wide open look, but he's going to be about 200 or so still out.
It's not so bad to be over there. At least you don't have any of the trees to contend with.
That's true. As you can see, Ed's got a few. He's basically got a little lane to throw right through here, so if he can just get a straight, nice little shot there, he's okay. He's going patent pinning to get away from some of that low stuff. Got that one up a little high. He's fine. You can see Chris, he's still got a little shot here, but
Ooh,
I think
nice.
he likes that range. Yeah, that's a nice little flick range. Yeah, this grass on this area of the course tends to be fairly tall and soft and nice soft landings. You don't get a lot of skip or rollaways or anything like that here, so. Oh, pretty good upshots. And Ed just dropped that one, so he's going to be bummed about that. Yeah, Doug with a nice par. Nice tap in for Jason. Looks like everybody's going to take a par except for Ed. That's going to tie us back up.
Oh my goodness. Fun.
Man, great stuff. Unless you're Ed right there at that point, that's not that great, so. But he'll fight to the next hole. He'll be alright. There you go, man. That ties it up. Alright, here we go on hole 16. It's 351 feet. Got a little bit of OB down at the bottom of that little pit drainage area down there. Austin's got a nice one. He's going to have a real good look. Yes,
That's pretty good too.
this is a great looking shot. Just a little short of what he'd like, but he's lined up the basket probably about 25, maybe a little bit more. Jason's got a beautiful looking backhand hyzer shot coming in, and yes sir, we're gonna get a little replay of that one. And that is just a beautiful frisbee golf shot right there.
So nice.
Yep.
Nice done. Nicely done, camera guy too.
Oh yeah, way to go, camera guy. That's the beeline approach. That's the problem, you just don't get quite enough airtime, you come up a little short. You can see there's an undulation, there's a little bump right in front of the tee pad there, so gives your eyes a little something to think about. Ed's got that one pulled out, looks a little wide.
I'm on that. Long.
Yeah, he just had a little too much power on that one. If it would have been a tiny bit lighter, it would have been under the basket, but he's going to have to make a tricky putt from over there. Online, but low.
Oh,
And the
online
exact
but high.
opposite. Sometimes you overcorrect for other people's mistakes, I think. And that one just did not quite get over the rim. Ed's going to have a really tough footing shot here, and just a downhiller with some treacherous looking stuff behind you there. Man, that was about an inch off. So everybody else is going to tap out for their pars while Jason's just calmly waiting to tap out his drive. Yeah, it's nice to get. Oh, look out! Yeah, disc golf would be better if there were karate involved. I think. Right. Jason with a nice one on that, man. He's gonna take that pad, 17. So fighting back to get to even, man. He's gonna do it. Oh, I mossed him down a little bit there, man. Got a few, so he's gonna have an upshot there.
It's good to have hole 17 back.
Yeah, hole 17's a great shot, man. I like this raised basket here. It definitely adds a little pucker factor. And it brings in the low ceiling. It brings in more into play because you're trying to get just a little closer That's a beauty.
Oh, that was nice.
It's a little long though, so again, if you miss that putt, man, at that raised basket and that elevation change over there, it's sketchy. Got a little bit of a more of a safe uphillish run at it, but still, if you miss from there and go by the basket with a legit run, you can wind up OB on the running path or the walking path up there. So all kind of stuff going on in this little hole as well. That'll work.
Nicely done.
That's what you want right there. Chris is liking that one. Ed's the only one going that route.
Oh, that was nicely done as well.
A little by base of the pole on that one, baby.
Go, Eddie.
That was a beautiful shot.
Even took the scary route.
It is scary because if you get knocked down over there, you're in trouble.
Yeah, I like going that way too, but it's sketchy.
Really tough footing on the other side if you get knocked down. Jason left him a little bit more than he'd like right there. This can be a little tester, that tall basket. Austin with a nice legit look at here, man, but I tell you what, you missed this one, you're going by it for a minute. Got lucky, got a little basket, and he's okay. Just a little on the left side.
Very nice birdies.
Very nice drive, Mr. Faulkner, and Chris was also a great drive. Two completely opposite approaches, but almost equal results.
Yep.
Chris wound up with a CTP there, and I feel like that one probably held.
Yeah, it might have.
Yeah.
Doug's pretty stoked about his par. All right, that's going to put Ed in the lead by 1 going into the final hole. So, some drama.
I did not think it was always. I don't even know.
Additional high fives and everybody enjoying.
Thanks, Justin Watley.
Yeah, the unsanctioned event there, so it's okay to have an adult beverage every now and then. Ed's got the pad for 18s, 357. Ed's going to try to go up high over everything. These trees are growing a little bit every day, so it gets harder and harder every day. And Ed found the top of that one. He did the plinko down. He's inbound, so, you know.
That was scary.
We'll have a good look at 3. Yeah, he was a little worried about dropping out of bounds right there. It can be easily done. Chris going the outside route, a little safer, a little less stuff to deal with. And a nice little skip line right there. Very nicely done. Austin's going straight down the middle. That's the beauty of this hole. You can just go at it from all different directions. Austin also with a very nice shot right side the circle there.
Yep.
Yeah,
Take your
wow,
bow.
you deserve it. Better get a shot. Doug seems to be staring down that dead center lane as well. He just needs this one to flip up a little bit. It's going to wind up in the open out there. It's almost hole high, but just, yeah, he's a little wide and probably about maybe 50 out.
Oh, yeah. You're a liar.
Oh, these guys are so much fun.
That was fun. Not sure he was really talking to him.
Yeah, it worked out. Oh, we got a nice little turnover shot coming in here. This thing looks buttery. Oh yeah, that was wonderful. Oh yeah, crowd pleaser. Ugly with a wide open look, but he's got a little bit to go there and a little bit of wind, so kind of an upshot. It's got a legitimate look here. Straddle putt actually came out on the good side of the tree, so.
Oh, that's just evil.
That's tough, man. That's tough to miss that last one right there. And that's a bummer because that was a really good putt. Nice birdie for Jason, though. Great drive, great putt. Austin also finished strong with that birdie.
Very nicely done.
So if my math is right, that puts Austin at 6 down as well. So Austin and Ed will be tied 6 down here.
Fine. See what happens next.
Do you know what Ed shot?
I think we finished.
So as you can hear, Mr. Nick Masters in the background there, he is inquiring about the scores, which were 6 down for these guys. And Evan and Nicholas both shot 7 down. So they actually have a playoff from the chase card.
Wow. Fun.
So here we go with some bonus golf. Back to hole 1 with Mr. Nicholas Masters. He's got one up high. Looks good. It's over the tree. Just needs to get a little bit there. Oh yeah, he's looking great, man. It's maybe 15. He's got a possible little straddle shot, but no big deal. Hometown hero Evan Girthy.
Very nice. Always nice to have a girthy on the card.
And we wind up.
Gainesville?
Yeah, we wind up with a Jacksonville-Gainesville battle here. This is pretty cool.
Very neat.
That one needs to hold it a little bit. He held it, but oh, he caught a tree and kicked it, man. He's gonna. Well, it's gonna be about circle's edge, maybe a little outside here. Evan's going with that straggle putt. Looks like he's probably about 27, maybe. Hang on, baby. There you go. Oh yeah, Chain Hawk crowd's liking that. That puts the pressure back on Nicholas. It's just a short putt, but you know, this is for the tournament, so it's a lot of pressure. Looks like he's about 15, 16 possibly. There you go. Nice pressure putt, Mr. Masters. Gonna move it on to hole 2, sudden death.
Oof, this is exciting.
Yeah, it is.
Love some extra golf.
Nice birdies there, gentlemen. Alright, Nick's going to go a little different approach than most people. He's going to go with the forehand, sort of ante around. Try to avoid the trees, but he wound up catching one early right there, so he's going to have a good bit of distance here. Evan is also going to go with a very different shot than most people here. He's going to go with a forehand overhand roller. Really helps get through that first gap. Is tough. So, oh, he clipped one, but he still got some momentum. He is going to have a look, if not a nice little up and down shot anyway. So this puts the pressure right back on Nick for sure. He has got to get close. He's in the woods a little bit there, man. This is no easy path to the basket, so he's still a solid, probably 200 feet from the basket. Got it up high, but it's hydrant up a little early. Look out, camera guy. He got a good kick and a rollout, though, so he will have a look at his 3, so very important that Evan gets super tight here or possibly even make this for the win. But he's, as you can see, there's a lot of stuff in the way. He looks like he's got a little window up, a little ante window up there. So let's see what he's got here. Got a little reverse angle. Yeah, he just had to lay that one up there because he didn't really have a line to make it. Didn't want to get hung up back there and wind up with a 4 and giving it away.
Yep. Oh, and there it is.
And there it is. Nick just had to miss that putt there by maybe an inch or 2, and that's going to be a 4 for him. And it's going to be a win for Mr. Evan Girthy. There you have it. There's your champ, Evan Girthy.
Very nice. That was fun.
Nicely done. Nice way to fight back too, Nicholas. That was awesomely done from the chase card right there, man. Well, I sure would like to thank my partner in crime, Michelle Jones, and Innova Disc Golf and the Disc Golf Center. Chain Hawks, you guys all rock. Sure appreciate it, and we'll see you guys at the big show here pretty soon.
Yeah, super fun. Thanks for having us.
Stay tuned, guys. We got a lot of stuff coming up from Cheehaw and from Jacksonville and different places. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe.